Hi, this is fair use, although it only applies to the person, I'm not a person. Mr Cheswick put on a video the other day about it's in Singapore, and we know they do the same thing in China, where they've got like an app, it traces wherever you go and everything else. If you're in contact with someone with this thing that's going off at the minute. I'm just going to show you that. Give me a sec. Right here. Found this site. It says, Ministers hope NHS app can help lift lockdown by tracking the infections. They've pinned their hopes on easing lockdown, like I said, fair use for educational purposes and to inform people, commentary purposes. Like I said, that only applies to the person, I'm not a person. NHS app. They hope that the app, which could alert users if they are coming into close contact with person, but I'm not a person. It says they're doing it at breakneck speed on the software NHS. They'll use prioritised testing for those who have potentially been exposed. Ministers hope the app alongside their pledge to boost testing to 100,000 per day. But haven't they not said the tests are useless and they don't work? Plus, I found out that it's an just over 80% false positive test result anyway, so they don't work anyway. So what they're on about? We believe this could be important in helping the country return to normality. And then it says they've already been doing that anyway, tracking mobile phone data for footfall in public places. But the experts, they say the so-called track and trace technology would only prove useful if 60% of the public install it, with Health Secretary Matt Hancock reportedly considering allowing those who download the app to return to work in a bid to incentivise its use. So it's starting, look, you can go to work if you download this app and we can track and trace everywhere that you go. And it says it comes as a new poll found 89% of the public believe the government's advice on social distancing is clear and easy to understand. But is that not lying with statistics fallacy? Because who did they poll? What demographic? What age group? Who did they poll? It doesn't tell you. So that could be that to me that's lying with statistics fallacy. Yeah, because they're not telling you. And they did another poll here. The Sunday Telegraph showed that 68% of people were supportive of the government's approach to the crisis. But in a worrying sign of the strain on lockdown measures, a third, 33%, said someone in their household was struggling mentally with the restrictions. And the poll also found that 44% of households had seen a decrease in their income. Right? But like I said, who are they polling here? You know what I mean? It's lying with statistics fallacy. They're not telling you who they're polling. They could be polling people and put people in the poll and that, asking people that have got a certain bias and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So... meanwhile, Lord Evans, the former head of MI5, warned the public would only remain supportive of the government's approach if they remained accountable for their actions, warning the proposed NHS app would be a severe intrusion into personal privacy. And he added, people may consider the kind of surveillance needed to keep this thing at bay a price worth paying. Well, I don't consider it a price worth paying at all. Yeah. It says confidence will only be retained in the longer term if the right controls and accountability are in place. So, like I said, I'll leave a link to this and to the video from Mr Cheswick. But we know the video of Mr Cheswick, that's in Singapore, that one. And we know they do it in China. And they're about doing it here now and all, as you can see. I'll leave a link anyway, you can go and read it for yourselves. But yeah. But like I said, they were going to boost testing to 100,000 per day, but the government have turned and said that the tests are useless anyway, they're no good, they don't work. Like I showed you the other day in that Financial Times article. And you get an 80% false positive anyway, so what good's that going to do? Nothing really, is it, to be honest? It's just going to boost their propaganda, basically. And like you said, they're going to, what they call it, the Health Secretary said that he's going to consider allowing those who download the app to return to work in a bid to incentivise its use and get it starting. You can go back to work if you use this app, so they can track and trace everywhere that you go, everyone that you speak to, anyone that you stand around talking to, anyone that you're near. So yeah, we have it. Anyway, like I said, there's all these polls they're doing, but they're not telling you who they're polling. Who are they polling? Like I said, what demographic? Do you know what I mean? They're not telling you any of this stuff. Is it people with a bias? You know what I mean? Anyway, in the first place. Do you know what I mean? Right, that's it for this one. Alright, thank you. Bye.